Aquatico, is it worth a buy? Let's read the words of the developer. Aquatico is a survival city builder set within the depths of the sea. Strategically build an underwater city atop the ocean floor and face the challenges that accompany an oceanic life. First up, guys, let's have a look at the old graphicals. Not a lot, really, considering this is a fully released game. There's not a lot of options in the graphical department. It's a bit skimpy, guys. I know we all love a bit of skimp, but not in the graphical department. It has a few general settings as well. You can disable like predators and things, but why would you? I mean, you know, you want a bit going on. You know, you don't want to be just total boredom. You want something going on. So, but if you do want complete mind-numbing boredom, you can switch off the actual predators in this game. It ran great and it looks really nice. It looks very atmospheric, to be honest. You actually feel like you are under the ocean. There's lots of kind of fishies and manta rays going by. You can see the abyss right next to where you're building your base. And there's like coral reefs and all kinds of stuff going on. It's a really nice looking game. Is it any good though? I mean, it's a fully released game now, and I love me city builders, as you're probably all aware. It's set on a backdrop to the Earth's become a barren wasteland. It says, forcing humanity to pour any remaining hope for a new beginning into the depths of the sea. And I love that kind of stuff because there's quite a few city builders like that I've actually played. Unfortunately, this one, when you're playing it, you literally don't feel any of that backstory whatsoever. I mean, none. You feel nothing of that backstory when you're playing it. In fact, it feels like you're working for some big blue chip oceanic company who are just sending you down here to exploit the minerals of the seabed. There's nothing. I mean, the reason I say that is because the people that you have working down there are more interested in having luxury fucking goods and having street lamps and plants and statues and all of this shite next to their little houses than they are about getting food in, generating power, and actually fucking surviving, which is crazy. I mean, my goodness, why is there even that whole luxury element? That should be scrapped, man. I mean, alright, have it there for a purely aesthetic kind of thing, but to actually have, you've got to, as a gamer, you've got to kind of get immersed in a game where everybody's pretty much dead on the surface. They're fucked. It's a whole barren wasteland. You're underwater and you're fighting for your life. There's like sharks and that going to attack you. There's pirates coming to attack you, which is fair dues. There'll be other bases. There'll be other people. Maybe he's wanting to raid you. Yeah, fair comment. That could happen. But luxury goods? What? I don't think so. Yeah, so that was a bit. And there's also your HQ, which is, I'm assuming on the surface, keeps sending you plastics and money and all of this. It just didn't, it ruined it for me. It ruined the game for me because it could have had lots to do with survival. Lots more down here to do with actually surviving and building a new civilization, and less to do with having shiny new furniture in your house. Sorry, it's just funny. So that's me gripe. That's that out of the way. Now let's have a look at the positive side of things. It's a good city builder. It's enjoyable to build. There's a ton of buildings and a ton of probably too much research, and the order of the research is a bit baffling as well. I think it should have been more grouped together and to do with the different areas that you want to research instead of just throwing everything into a big freaking line of research. That was a bit. But actually building the buildings, getting the plastics, getting the metals, refining them, getting oil, refining them, getting stone, refining them, building everything out of that, setting up kind of like laser turrets, if you like, to combat shark attacks, building a big submarine base over the abyss to send your workers out onto scavenging raids. It's all kind of fun. Keeping a tally on your food income, keeping a tally on your resources, saving up resources to actually build better things. And also as well, each building you can upgrade your building in different areas. You can upgrade its efficiency, its production, and even set more workers in there to double its output. There's also a trading area where you can trade excess resources or buy in essential resources that you need. So it's got everything really you would want in a city builder. It's also got a lot of different types of maps. Some are way more challenging than others. So it has a lot of options, a lot going for it. If you're looking for just a city builder, if you're actually looking for a city builder, I kind of recommend this game because, let's be honest, we haven't really had an underwater city builder. We've had Subnautica, but that's not the same. This is kind of like a proper city builder. Subnautica isn't. So it brings something new to the genre of city building, which I like, but it fails on the immersion factor, which is a big freaking no-no. And I know I'm coming back to this, but I'm still I still can't believe that the developer's gone down this path with freaking luxury goods and stuff like that, and mourning bastards who should be thanking their lucky stars that they're alive and they have a new start, albeit underwater, but they're more concerned whether they're having mussels or fucking seaweed and whether they're sitting on a nice piece of furniture with a decorative lamp outside. I mean, it's seriously, that would just not be a consideration of anybody. They could have made way more better things going on down there than that. I think there's not enough attacks on the base as well. For me, right, I would have set this on an alien planet. I really would. Maybe, escaping Earth in a rocket, and you come across a planet that's just all water, and you go underwater, and there's big sea beasts and shit, because there's nothing really scary in the seas of Earth. You got sharks and whales and all that, but, it's nothing that's kind of terrifying. I mean, I'll be terrified of a freaking shark, I'll get that, but this is a base, you would like giant freaking sea monsters coming to attack. That would be fun. It's just my sort of, what I would have liked to have seen in this. But don't get us wrong, guys, it is a fun little city builder. It's not too expensive either. Actually, you can get this on Green Man Gaming as well, so you can get a bit of a discount on there and help the channel. Links in the description. I think it's 17 quid, the game. But it is finished, but the developer is making changes to certain things because obviously this thing's not quite right there with it. Although I haven't had any crashes, I haven't had any bugs, everything seemed to be working as intended. Let's just hope that it gets some good improvements to make the story a little bit more immersive than it is. So there you go, guys, that's Aquatico. Yeah, it's a pretty decent city builder, albeit lacking the immersion that the backstory sets it out to be.